1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Should be working now. Looks like Streamlabs had a bit of a brain fart. Sometimes the software is not alone. Or rather, I am not alone. Now then. Good thing that you finished, or rather missed me finishing up my sandwich, even though it was delicious. A succulent homemade meal. That is the charge. However, let's not get sidetracked anymore, because right now, as mentioned previously, we are going to go back into Mark of Chaos Gold Edition, and in there, we are going to go into the final battle of the third act, which means, yes, we are putting the fear of God into Otto von Gruber for being a filthy, literally, Nurgle worshipper. And as you all know, there is zero tolerance policy in regards to filth, literal and heretical. So while the game launches, I'm gonna need to ask you to, well, be on the lookout. Because apparently, there's been a message going around in these parts that maybe, just maybe, if you buy an Apple Plus subscription, you will be able to support me. I don't know how that works, but hey, a man can dream. Never mind that. What I'm also saying is, if you'd like to join my Discord server, links can be provided on demand in the chat. Now, where were we? Right here. It actually works. Well, it's a good thing that this has actually popped up in the chat, so hopefully, you get the idea. Now then, excuse me for that. Sometimes my throat just does that. It's a survivor of many a flus, and possibly COVID at some point. But I don't talk much about it. In we go. Into the Fortress of Decay. Otto von Gruber has retreated to a twisted stronghold in the mountains to marshal his forces and plan some unknown attack on the Empire. He must be brought to account at all costs. Amazon owns Twitch, so having a Prime subscription actually makes it easier to support creators, apparently. Yeah, I remember that. And I'm hopeful that this will actually work out for me. Okay. 2 squads of handgunners, 1 squad of swordsmen. I'm thinking 1 squad of hammerers. Oh, I almost forgot to upgrade the great swords and pistoliers. Give it a second. And then we can go in, guns and swords blazing. After all, it helps to be prepared. Even though we are currently kind of running low on gold, it should not be a problem. And no, I don't think we'll be buying Staff of Destruction. Now, back to it, once more, with feeling, and this time, we are fully prepared. So Stefan obviously comes in. As for the heroes, I'm thinking Jade Wizard and Brother Gunther. Or Gunther, however it's pronounced. Thinking first strike. No, that one's already maxed out, so spell focus. Both handgunners, a squad of swordsmen. And I'm thinking great swords, pistoliers, and you know what? Let's give hammerers a try. As for the artillery, I'm thinking a mortar and a dwarf grudge thrower. Now, what could you be referring to with that phrase? The threat of chaos comes not only from the mortal followers of the dark gods, but from the demonic creatures that constantly hunger to break through from the realm of chaos. That they always do. And I'm guessing this time we're actually gonna have to use siege towers and battering rams, if this picture is any indicator. I thought you hated Hellstorm. What, you wanted me to bring it along? In these conditions? However, we are almost there. Just a little bit more. And there we go. You know, Stefan is practically an elector count. So I'm thinking we can attach him to our greatswords for now.
There is bloody work to be done this day. I will lead my men to victory.
With the gift of life comes the curse of death.
Same goes over to...
Let the power of Gairan flow into your lives.
And Brother Gunther.
Look to Sigmar for strength.
I'm thinking we can attach to the swordsman.
We are all sons of Sigmar.
This will be our
Look to Sigmar
melee squad.
The Lord of Life
These are,
knows
of
all
course,
things.
ranged pistoliers.
A swift steed and a steady aim.
Their own category, and artillery
Wind up the main gear.
is its own. And yes, we do get a free battering ram and 2 empty siege towers.
Sigmar's blood! Gruber's army has been slaughtered. It looks as if they fell storming the fortress. They must have witnessed his treachery.
Let Sigmar guide us. I will protect the Emperor's realm.
The wind shall be my guide.
Just let us show you what we can do.
The foe have been spotted.
You want this big bugger moved?
Already. Couple of axe throwers. There's the siege flag that we'll need to capture in order to open the gates. And over here we get the squad of plague bearers, warriors of Nurgle, and a word spawn, plus a shrine in case we need to heal up our forces. Chaos Furies.
Thin their numbers a bit. A swift steed and a steady aim.
Good shots. Keep it up. You, in the meantime,
Bring them down now!
show us your worth.
The world is my
We'll slip
senses.
right
You
past
cannot
them.
surprise me.
They'll never catch us.
Lead them away. Let them crumble. And
Bring
now,
them down now!
fire again.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Just like that. Wonderful. Oh, another squad of Chaos
Bring
Furies.
them
What do you
down
know?
now!
Keep pummeling at
Show
the
them
axe
what a
throwers.
grindstone is! A bracing day for a battle, General.
Fire at will! The foe have been spotted. The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
And another squad of Chaos Furies, plus more Plague Bearers and Knights of Nurgle.
We'll scout that area for you, General.
So be
It's
it.
about time we got moving. Bring them down now!
She's ready to fire, Lord.
A bracing day for a battle, General.
Surprise me.
Last one there buys the drinks!
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Lead them away.
We'll scout that area for you, General.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Can you get unstuck on that battering ram? Thank you kindly.
World is my senses. You cannot surprise. Our match is already, Lord.
Stop.
Lap him!
Smash them! The foe have been spotted.
Hit them in the flanks.
Strike like lightning!
And as expected, hammerers took and the great swords took exactly 1 casualty each. I'll clear off for now.
A swift steed and a steady aim.
Draw them out.
I yearn to kill the Emperor's foes.
The foe have been
The
spotted.
wind of Gairan falls heavily nearby.
There's Captain Steimer, a smug
The
snake.
army of the Emperor is under attack.
Some more warriors of Nurgland. Ooh, a hell cannon.
Tighten that lock sprocket. On your signal, we unleash hell.
Which means we shouldn't take too far into this.
Mighty Sigmar looks upon us all.
Come on, let's be at them!
The world is my senses.
Give them your
foe
best
have been
shot!
spotted.
Look to Sigmar for strength.
Regroup and fall back.
Pistols primed and ready, General.
The might
about
of
time we got
Sigmar has
moving.
crushed the foe.
It's about time we got moving. Just let us show you what we can do. Strike like lightning!
The army of
Let's
the
see what
Emperor
these
is
knights
under
can do.
attack. Fire at will!
The ground itself hearkens to my words.
Never trust an oath.
They said it. Here we go. They said it. They said the meme. Never trust an
Time
elf.
to earn our spurs. Steady your aim and give it to them!
The Empire will not fall without a fight.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
You cannot surprise me.
The Empire will prevail! Victory is assured.
Oh, that works. Spawn. Is the hell cannon silenced? Guess we'll find out.
Just let us show you what we can do. Give them a fusillade they'll never forget.
The might of Sigmar has
The gods
crushed the
have granted
foe.
this day to earn our glory.
We'll get
There
there.
you
Don't
go.
worry.
The Emperor rewards the bravest.
Grab that item. As well.
The Emperor commands.
Yep, the hell cannon has been silenced. Which means
Say
bombard
the
their
word.
walls. And you specifically, Captain Steimer, you're getting a grudge stone to the face.
The Empire will prevail!
However, I think we need to hurry up because there are about 11.5 minutes left.
The foe have been spotted.
Yeah, seen a lot of warriors of Nurgle on the walls. Actual warriors of Nurgle, and not recolored warriors of Khorne, you know?
I yearn to kill the Emperor's foes.
We'll slip right past the enemy.
The wind of Gairan grants us all life.
Ooh, and there's the man. Count Gruber himself.
Here's a message from the dwarves.
While you're ready
The
to
army
go,
of the Emperor is
bash
under attack.
down the walls.
Have at them!
$2 DLC reskins. Who made that? Paradox?
The foe have been spotted.
That's a good question.
Come on, let's be at them!
What? I hear another hell cannon. Yep, there it is.
Give me that oil can, you numpty!
Can you shoot over here?
Bother.
You cannot surprise me.
I guess you cannot for now.
The thorn and briar answer to my call.
Ha! Have at them!
The foe
The
have been
sky
spotted.
itself is my ally.
Go on to restore yourself in the meantime.
The Emperor rewards the bravest.
Have at them!
Mortar loaded and ready, my lord.
Huh, and another squad of Marauder axe throwers.
Have at them!
I yearn to
The army
kill
of the Emperor is under attack.
Oh, they busted down one of our siege towers. Highly unfortunate, but we still have a spare.
On your signal, we unleash hell.
Wonderful. Hell cannon is dead.
Grandfather, your faithful servant needs your postulant aid.
There is steel in our arms and fire in our blood.
The foe have been spotted.
Move it, come on.
Pistols primed and ready, General.
You get yourself restored, since you've already earned your first veterancy rank. Meanwhile, it keeps on working. What? What is there?
Ready and prepared. The army of the Emperor
Ah.
is under attack.
Axe throwers. I suppose we can also spare them a thought.
Load the grudstones! Show
No.
them what a grudstone is!
Hell cannon is still alive and well, which means priority target. And try not to die. Kindly.
So, the lapdog of the Emperor has come to pay a visit. Begone with your yapping before I whip you.
The gods have granted this day to earn
Sure,
our glory.
whatever you say. You lost your voting rights and speaking rights, for that matter, when you decided to,
Take up firing
well,
positions.
be a heretic.
The foe have been spotted.
Where do you want this rock, then?
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Careful, careful.
The
No.
might of Sigmar is
Pull
against
back.
the
Those
foe.
wheels rolling!
There. It is dead. You can pull out.
Yes, my lord?
That's not what I had in mind.
Get moving, you slugs.
I shall make a stand here. The enemy will pay in blood.
Kill the unclean!
Give them some dwarf steel!
At the gallop!
The
Where
rest
do you
of
want
you,
this rock, then? Our
start
matches are ready, lord.
bombarding.
Fire! Never
The
trust
might
an
of
enemy!
Sigmar has crushed the foe. The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Okay, alright. Gruber should go down soon. And Captain Steimer won't save him this time.
Never trust an enemy!
An enemy commander has been
Down
sighted
he
in the west.
goes.
There is steel in our arms and fire in our blood. We shall not take a step back.
The Emperor rewards the bravest. The foe shall rue the day they defied the Emperor.
My lord, launch the barrage!
Aim and fire. Look at them crumble. Speaking of Paradox, I need to check if there are new dev talks. Well, there has been a new announcement for Stellaris. Apparently they're introducing warp storms
Is under attack.
into the game. Which is on brand, considering there already have been dollar store chaos gods and demons.
Sigmar has crushed the foe. We shall rout the scum from the field.
Ah, there's not much fight left in them.
Look to Sigmar for strength.
Good mountain stoneware socket here.
We wait for your signal.
Now, have you
We are yours to
do
command.
those? It looks like you did.
I have the
Right.
power of the rocks and the rivers and the skies.
Come on, let's be at them.
Pistoliers can ride in and start shooting.
Wind up the main gear.
What are you doing over there?
Mighty Sigmar looks upon us all.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
I pray for this moment.
There we go. Captain Steimer is dead as well.
Protect our lands, guard our people.
There will be no Steimer's
There's not much
counterattack.
fight left in them.
Death and glory!
Yes, he has 5 minutes left. We have plenty of time.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
We cannot fail.
We shall be the terror of the foe. Give them your best shot.
She's primed and ready to fire, Lord.
There is bloody work to be done this day.
History shall tell of the great
There we go.
feats of the Empire's heroes.
It's in the bag.
Look to Sigmar for strength. As Sigmar decrees.
Can I?
The fighting will be hardest here. My strength is wanted elsewhere.
Can I? Ah, there we go. Almost, almost. There we
I
go.
swear by Sigmar.
Noble blood will show its worth.
The added country called Uwu. Ah, good thing I
We wait for your
haven't
signal.
played EU5 or EU4 for that matter in a while. Although I suppose I can try and do that.
The ground itself hearkens to my words.
Now let's just raise our banner high
The foe has
up
been
to the crimson
outmaneuvered.
sky. And that ends the mission, right? Destroy Gruber's Nurgle army, capture the siege flags. Ah, we need to capture the second siege flag as well. There we go. Artillery can do just that. Yes, Project Caesar is EU5. I've heard that much.
The foe's history shall tell of the great feats of the Empire's heroes.
And there we go. That's mission 1. Right?
Praise
There we
Sigmar!
go.
Victory is yours!
$77 lost versus 231 killed. So much for Nurgle's prowess. The army of chaos is defeated, and amongst the ruthless ruins lies Otto von Gruber, once a proud elector of the Empire, now laid low by the false promises of the Chaos Gods. And we're about to make him a head shorter.
The rune fang of Ostermark, the symbol of the Elector Count. My grandfather once wielded this blade before you betrayed him, before you betrayed the Empire! It is mine! It was stolen from my family. Now I have reclaimed it. It will be put to its true purpose again, against the enemies of the Empire.
It was not meant to end. I would become immortal at the right hand of the Lord of Decay. When the armies come south, who will pave the way for them if not I? I bargained my soul for Grandfather Nurgle's protection. But now I have failed him. The rot consumes me.
Burn it! Send the ashes to Emperor Magnus as a gift from me. It is the blood right of my family to wield this blade. The rune fang is the mark of a count, and I reclaim it for the von Kessel family. Any man who wishes to dispute this, raise his voice now!
Captain! News from Nordland! A great army of the Dark Gods has been sighted and is heading south! They are led by a nightmare given form by a great prince of evil!
A demon prince? Here in the Empire? Calm down and tell me everything.
The army marches eastward as we speak. There's no sign of the elves, no word from Prince Kalanos. Talabayam is undefended.
Send out scouts to find the Reichsmarschall and the army under Lady Aurelian. Tell them what you have told me and return with any further news. I fear Kalanos and his host have been destroyed. They fought alone when we should have been beside them. We must gather what strength we can and hold Talabayam against this threat. Men of the Empire, the war is not yet won! We fight on!
As expected of the elves, they die off-screen before being all arrogant. Such is the fate of the elves in the old world. But now, we move on to Chapter 4, The Final Stand.
Though the evil of Otto Gruber had been uncovered and destroyed, a greater threat yet remained. Unaided by the Empire, the elves had failed in their quest to halt the forces of chaos in the north. Now, led by a mighty demon prince full of unholy power, the Northmen and their twisted allies invaded in huge numbers, intent on the walled city of Talabayam. Stefan von Kessel of the Empire and Aurelian of the Elves sought to join their forces that they might hold back the tide of chaos.
But on the bright side, we now have the Rune Fang with us. That should count for something, right? Now let me ask you this right away. Well, first of all, Stefan now has a helmet, as a proper Elector Count. Yes, the army cannot move right now, which means it's Aurelion. And we have replenished all of our troops, which is all fine and dandy. What was I going to ask? Ah, right. Once we're done with this campaign, would you be opposed to the Chaos one? After all, it's pure alternative history. The Empire campaign is obviously the canon one. And, oh, looks like we get to meet Archmage Teclis himself.
Lady Aurelian, I have sought you for several days. I have grave news.
Then it is as I have feared. Prince Kalanos has failed.
It is so. He fell in battle beneath the blade of a monstrous demon prince. The champion of chaos has ascended, and even now is heading towards Talabayam. If the city falls, he can strike anywhere.
Perhaps we should look to the defense of Ulthuan to prepare for the worst.
No! The Empire must hold. We know men can be weak, easily corrupted, but they are also our greatest hope. Ulthuan can no longer stand alone as protector of the world. The Empire must not fall. You must continue south and find the Reichsmarschall, Trenkenhoff. He will explain what is required.
I will do as you say.
I have a new ally for you. The great Eagle Alcontar has arrived from Ulthuan. He has agreed to be your companion for this war. Now I must hasten on other deeds. Until then, I bid you the best of fortune.
Oh, thank you for that, Teclis. There he is. Alcantar. These creatures are the last of a noble race that has lived in the high mountain peaks since before the rise of men. They are haughty and proud, and the High Elves have an ancient kinship with them. I guess... How does the saying go? I know of a similar saying in Russian, but then again, not sure how well it translates into English, so on to the description. Some of the wisest of their people are said to be able to converse with the great eagles of the Anuli as easily as if they were passing the time of day with their own brothers. The eagles soar over the mist-shrouded peaks and rocky spires, and when they return, they speak with the high elven lore masters. In this way, the dire forces of chaos can never make their way down from Anuli without finding the warriors of Ulthuan waiting for them. Okay, there's the Dark Citadel. There's the Crossroads, where we can fight either Horde of Decay or go elsewhere, I'm imagining. So... we're headed there, I suppose. Straight into a boss battle. Chaos forces are gathering from the north and east, heading to join the Demon Prince's army. They're passing through the captured castle at Gerrand. If this staging post can be destroyed, reinforcements will be scattered across the Empire. Remind me, what do we have in the light mage? Fuzz Illumination. Increases the target's movement speed by 30% and attack speed by 15% for 15 seconds. Fading Twilight. Magical Ward, Eagle's Eye. Blaze of Hoeth, and that's about it. But I think I'm gonna be sticking with the commander. Next we'll be taking our spearmen, our archers, a squad of swordmasters of Hoeth, white lions, and the eagle. Plus, looks like I could have taken a second repeater bolt thrower with me. Ah well. We'll do with what we have. Chaos Warriors are brutal fighters, dedicated to the cause of slaughter and well-armed and armored. Few warriors can defeat such an adversary head-on. Which is precisely why we're going to be shooting at them with arrows. Until we turn them into a spiky pincushion. Which is a bit of a redundant statement, don't you think? And yes, sometimes eagles also rescue people from volcanoes, but only after they've disposed of their cursed artifacts. New units joined. Well, the game was kind enough to provide us a second bolt thrower.
The greatest of Ulthuan, hear your call. I shall guide you on your path.
You can go to the Swordmasters of Hoeth.
My warriors are blessed with my presence.
So,
keep your spear points high!
You all are going to be my melee horde.
Advance on my order!
You are going to be the ranged squad.
The winds of magic guide me.
You are going to be the artillery squad.
We will dominate the battlefield.
And Alcantar, of course, is a squad of its own. You see, they have to be spiky inside as well as outside. Makes sense.
Do not fear these foes. Strike swiftly and strike surely.
Keep your spear points high.
Huh?
Onwards at my command.
What?
Advance on my
That's
order.
That's a very peculiar...
I carry the ancient wisdom.
That's a very peculiar
Name your target,
deployment
Commander.
order. There's the Dark Citadel, which means we are going to need your eyes soon, Alcantar.
Ready
At least
to
so
let
that bolt
fly,
throwers
Commander.
can break down the walls, and we can rush in.
An evil shadow approaches.
There it is once again.
Let them feel the bite of elven steel.
Always suppress the artillery first. Especially if it's hell cannons. One more shot. And you can finally start earning your veterancy levels. Because unfortunately, so far you have been
No
useless.
match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
Goodbye. On to the next one. Any more hell cannons?
Those hell cannons must be silenced. They must be destroyed lest they destroy us.
That's what I'm doing, Aurelion. There is the second
Your
hell
warriors are
cannon.
beset by the foe.
Which means
Our bolts shall fly true.
you are redeploying. Yep, Alcantar is still getting hit, so we're gonna need to reposition. And he is getting hit hard by those axes.
An evil shadow approaches. There is no escape from the Eagle's Claw.
Chaos Furies, huh?
The Eagle's Claw hunts new prey.
Think you can get there in time? Or will Alcantar have to fight? Most likely. However, you are still going to make it there. Because while Alcantar is powerful, he is but one eagle.
Your warriors are beset by the foe. We will bring victory. An evil shadow approaches.
Now, pull back a little bit. I don't think Chaos Furies can make for a good eating.
The greatest of Ulthuan, hear your call.
Draw them out. Draw them out.
The world cannot be
The enemy
allowed
are
to
no
fall
match
to
for the
chaos.
warriors of Ulthuan.
This moment.
And then shoot them all down.
We shall strike them down from afar.
Now, how about we start breaking down
Walls
the
provide
walls
no defense.
over here.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
Oh, and they also dropped us an item. How thoughtful of them. Oh, no, not an item, just some gold. Also, welcome.
Chaos must be resisted at every turn.
Just give us a little bit more time and we'll be able to break on through. Warriors, get ready.
Our struggle is eternal. I must find a foe more worthy of my blade.
Almost there. And yes, nobody hates free money. Especially when there are no strings attached.
The walls are breached! Strike them down.
You know, if you can take care of those axe throwers, that would be much appreciated as well. But something tells me that the bolt thrower is good at breaking down walls, but not getting to the troops that are out on those walls, as evidenced by this development.
The energy of Saffrey is
In
within
that
me.
case, we can just advance. And as per established battle order, pepper with arrows anyone that dares shoot back. Like these warriors undivided.
Feel the white fires of Hoeth.
Forward by ranks!
Love the pain, relish the agony.
Yeah, like shooting APF SDS at infantry. Arrows, however, are still, well, not exactly HE, but
Your warriors are beset by the foe.
they are highly effective. Are you a private joker?
March proudly, my cousins.
You are getting cut off in that Chaos Tower. Have fun being a head of fort asshole.
I have the power to destroy cities.
Ulthuan will never bow to chaos. Walls provide no defense.
Yeah, like canister shot, that is correct. I wonder, how can Alcantar deal with these warriors undivided? What do they have here? Word spawn, knights undivided.
Love the pain, relish the agony.
The doom of the world
If you
may
can
not yet come to
not
pass.
run into there, that'd be much appreciated.
The citizens of Ulthuan stand ready to themselves. No evil passes without bloodshed.
No shadow will
Son.
prevail while I still live.
Okay, at least those axe throwers were kind enough to get down there.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of
Where
the
are you
greatest of
going?
beasts can be felled. The eagle's claw is ready, Commander.
At least pepper those Marauder axe throwers.
The
As you
enemy are
should.
no match very well, Commander. We shall move.
Pride of Calador!
The Phoenix King commands, and we obey.
The purest magic is mine to command.
Okay, the advance is going well despite several hiccups.
Your warriors are
Alcantar has
beset
even
by
managed to
the
hit
foe.
a rank, which is very good. We just need not to get him into battle at any point. He will just be our flying scout right now. Flexible battle orders and all that.
Wisdom alone
You know
does
how it
not
goes.
win wars.
Especially once that squad of warriors undivided decides
Never
to
again
grace
shall chaos topple the greatest of Ulthuan.
with our
Advance
presence.
on my order.
And if you can soften up those
I have
that word spawn, that would be much appreciated.
Love the pain, relish the agony.
It
However,
will take some time to reach our destination.
if you will, well, not shoot over the walls, just stay out of it for now. Yeah, that's 2 squads of Knights Undivided and 2 squads of Word Spawn. At least the ranged support has been suppressed so far. And they are kind enough to let us through the breach.
None can match my skill.
Our resolve shall not break. Your warriors
Fight
are
for your
beset by
honor.
the foe.
The lion hunts!
These spearmen are getting slaughtered,
Wisdom
which
alone
I,
does
of
not
course,
win wars.
hate. I'm gonna need to pull them out of
Keep
there,
up the
and
pace,
quickly.
brave militia.
Where are the swordmasters of Hoeth?
No match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
Pull out, pull out, pull out before you're wiped down to the man. Add it to an elf.
An evil shadow approaches.
Wisdom alone.
You
does not
continue
win
shooting.
wars.
No evil passes without bloodshed.
The blood of Calador flows in my veins.
I really should have given you fight
The
at
enemy
will
are no
order.
match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
No army of mine can lose.
Your warriors are beset by the foe.
Pull back immediately.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of
Okay. Crisis averted.
Our bolts shall fly true. We fight for the
The
survival
squads
of the world.
have been saved.
This place shall be a sanctuary.
Our orders, Prince.
Our struggle is eternal.
I am eager to assist your endeavors.
Not Lion Pants, but Lion Standard. As well as Blade of Darting Steel, whatever that is.
The fate of the world rests on my shoulders once more.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that was nerve-wracking.
Our resolve shall not break.
The greatest of Ulthuan, hear your call.
My blade is death to all who oppose me.
We still have some time. Once we capture the fortress, they should rush in. Which means...
We will bring victory. Move on, my kin.
we should be prepared.
Keep your spear points
You
high.
pull back to here. And then we just wait on them to arrive. If not, we'll just keep shooting at them. Even if those are axe throwers.
Never have
Your
we
warriors
faltered.
are beset.
We've gained the ramparts, Aurelian. The battle will soon be over.
Chaos must be resisted at every turn.
Spread out.
The enemy have presented themselves. The enemy have presented themselves.
Massacred. Absolutely
The
massacred.
enemy are no match for the
The
warriors
flames of the
Ulthuan.
Phoenix shall engulf you.
The enemy have
Huh,
presented
and a squad of hell cannons.
No
Or rather,
armor
a
can
hell
withstand
cannon
these
over there.
bolts.
Looks like it can't even turn. Easy pickings.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
Your command, noble one.
The enemy have presented themselves.
And it is dead.
Our arrows grant swift justice.
Ah, that's what you're doing. Well, continue shooting at the barricade. It is obviously evil and needs to be dealt with post-haste. Especially considering it's decorated with body parts. While the Lion Guard just raises our banner at the fortress gate.
I have waited this moment.
Not gonna lie, this mission having a larger time limit certainly helped, but then again the elves do have their own strengths and weaknesses,
Waited this moment.
so definitely that was an easier mission.
None of elf kind can match our strength.
I have waited this moment.
They really hated those barricades.
Like the Hawk, the annals of the Phoenix King will record the success of your quest.
Our struggle is eternal.
Mighty Ulthuan stands victorious.
62 lost versus 185 killed. Funnily enough, they killed 45 of our units, which means there have been some friendly fire. And as we all know, friendly fire isn't. Now what? Will it be fine? Will it be Stefan's turn, or do we get to Talabek as well? $7,500 gold. Very good. And on to the crossroads we go. The forces of the Empire are gathering to the southwest, ready to defend Talabheim against attack. To the southeast, there are growing reports of orcs and goblins marauding across the Empire, exploiting the absence of the Empire's forces in the area. Now, we didn't have any elves versus greenskins encounters yet. And yes, this is indeed an optional objective. So let's take our chances. We'll replenish our losses, and we'll be good as new to go. With the orcs and goblins running rampant in the Eastern Empire, valuable forces are being drawn away from the defense of Talabheim. If the horde can be destroyed or scattered, the Empire's defenders can concentrate on the army of the Demon Prince. This time, how about we get the Light Mage in on the action? Once again, 2 spearmen. Oh, actually, not you. But you and you. Both of our archers. And Swordmasters of Hoeth plus White Lions. So, Lion Standard. Unit is immune to fear and terror. Obviously, this should go to the Lion Guard. And Blade of Darting Steel, plus 15% chance to hit, plus 25% attack speed, and plus 15% charge bonus. Well, the commander obviously has earned it. Chaos has no taste. Well, it has a particular taste, let's put it this way. Orcs are tough fighters, if not the most disciplined, but they can be uncoordinated and easily disrupted. You just gotta kill the biggest orc. That's always the rule. Group of Millwall fans. I suppose so.
I carry the ancient wisdom.
Wisdom alone does not win wars. I shall guide you on the path.
Noble bodyguards, are we?
1,
The world cannot be allowed to fall
2,
to chaos.
3.
The mysteries of your quest are unveiled.
The great warriors of Ulthuan have nothing to fear from these savages! Attack!
We are the guardians of the Phoenix King.
Inspiring.
One will never bow to chaos.
And I do mean it without sarcasm. Inspiring shout. This is where their camp is going to be, so we're just gonna roll up to their entrance and ask them to stop or die.
The horror of war is the burden of all.
Never have we faltered.
The greatest of all one hear your call.
What do we have here? Regular boys. And the towers stand empty. Because guess what? They all want in on the fun.
Your deaths are inevitable.
Bolt thrower, you continue
As you wish, Commander.
embarrassing
I have awaited
yourself.
this moment.
Fight with vigor and die with pride! Ulthuan will never bow to beset by the foe. An evil shadow approaches.
What's that? Huh, they're trying to flank us. Cute.
Strike them down.
At our boys this time.
We fight for the survival of the world.
I wield the power of the White Tower.
I have awaited this moment.
None can match our skill. Name your target, Commander.
Oh, that was easy.
I am eager to assist your endeavors.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of Ulthuan. Our resolve shall not break.
Close on the enemy.
I am happy to oblige, Commander.
Come on,
Your
come
warriors are
on.
beset by the foe.
And... there we go. Props to the guy that actually kicked an orc to his
Enemy are
feet.
No match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
I am eager to assist your endeavors.
An evil
This
shadow
place
approaches.
shall be a sanctuary.
More orc boys coming.
Wisdom alone does not win wars.
Like that is going to
Very
stop
well,
us.
Commander. We shall move.
I'm gonna break you in half.
First magic is mine to command.
You're not the first to try, you
We
know.
seek your wisdom, Commander. As you order, our Commander. If it pleases you, Commander.
This moment.
Never have we faltered.
I wield the power of the White Tower. The flames of the Phoenix shall engulf you.
I wield the power of the White Tower.
Your warriors are beset by the foe. An unwary foe is swiftly slain.
Most unwise.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
See this one? Yep.
An evil shadow approaches.
And that's a portable healing token.
I carry the ancient wisdom.
Also, do not forget to use our abilities because we're in a duel. And everyone respects a good duel.
The enemy have presented themselves.
Oh, and while
Your
we're
warriors
waiting,
are beset by the foe.
we have some
None of elf kind can match our strength.
some distractions to deal with.
Advance!
Specifically a Night Goblin Great Shaman.
Wisdom
The
alone
enemy are
does
no
not
match
win
for the
wars.
warriors of Ulthuan. The people of Ulthuan stand united.
Never again shall chaos
awaited
topple the
this
greatest of Ulthuan.
An evil shadow approaches.
Noble bodyguards are we. For trace!
All things die.
The purest magic is mine to command.
A dread foe has been slain.
And that's
I
both
am
of them
happy to
dead.
oblige, Commander. I am happy to oblige, Commander. This place shall be a sanctuary. I have waited this moment. My blade is guided
The enemy
by
are
fate.
no match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
This place shall be a sanctuary.
Is that all?
The road
Possibly.
winds much, but leads ever onwards. I shall guide you on your path.
However,
Advancing now, my lord.
let's
The lore
check
masters have
just
sent
to
us
be
to you,
sure.
Commander.
Within all mortals beats the heart of chaos.
I shall tread as fate
Alright, you
guides
can
me.
disperse.
We will not let you down. Ready to let fly, Commander.
Yes, noble commander? Take the fight to them.
An evil shadow
As you
approaches.
request,
Yep,
Commander.
there's the rest of them. More orc boys and adder boys. No boar boys, luckily for us.
The purest magic is mine to command.
I do not fancy meeting any orc cavalry head-on.
I have awaited this moment. Unwise, Commander. Most unwise.
I am eager to assist your endeavors.
Your warriors are beset by the foe. Our resolve shall not break. As you ordered, our commander. Follow the banner. As you ordered, our commander. No armor can withstand these bolts. An evil shadow approaches.
I wield the power of the White Tower.
You get out of here.
Name your target, Commander.
In the meantime,
Our glittering blades
how
will
about we
soon
burn
be
down
stained
some
with
of their
blood.
tents?
Noble bodyguards, are we?
Your orders, Commander. The enemy are no match for the warriors of Ulthuan.
We will not let you down. Points high. Keep time.
I carry the ancient wisdom.
Our resolve shall not break. We will not let you down.
Wait, rank. Or
The greatest of
disperse.
Ulthuan, hear your call.
An evil shadow approaches.
And they're trying to flank us once
No
again.
foe can resist the mages of the White Tower.
Yeah. Always burn those down for loot.
We are the guardians of the Phoenix King.
The world cannot be allowed to fall to chaos. It shall be, Commander.
Get out of here.
Our resolve shall not break. Your orders, Commander.
Get out of here and not embarrass yourself.
The enemy are no match for the warriors of Ulthuan. The Eagle's Claw is ready, Commander.
Give them no sanctuary.
The energy of Safri is within me.
What do we have
Purest
here?
magic
Some
is
more
mine
gold.
to command.
Some more gold. And I think this is actually the second objective, which is... Yep, destroy the tents within the orc camp. Which means it is mandated
Never again
that
shall
we
chaos
burn it all
topple
down.
The greatest of Ulthuan.
The greatest of Ulthuan hear your call.
Your success is assured, Commander.
The energy of Safri is within me.
The annals of the citizens of Ulthuan stand ready of your quest.
See, another item. And another item. Hopefully they will be picked up.
Mighty Ulthuan stands victorious.
14 lost versus 217 killed. Very good results. Very good. And after that, I suppose we can then move on to Talabak. Or Talabheim, excuse me. Talabak is the river itself. And Talabheim is the name of the county. I somewhat forgot. What is Talabheim famous for in Total Warhammer lore? No, not just Total Warhammer, as well as the old world in general. Ooh, 10,000 gold. We are definitely not hurting for it. Near the Talabak muster. I'm sure the defenders will be glad to see us. The Empire is in a tumultuous state, but warriors are being mustered from all over, preparing to strike back at the Chaos forces advancing on Talabheim. While Stefan von Kessel is en route to the mustering at Talabheim, he encounters a vanguard of the Chaos Horde, led by a diabolical sorcerer of Nurgle. Yep, there it is. Horde of Decay. Before we go in there, make camp and replenish our forces. Yep, hammerers have now been expanded from 20 to 30 units. A Chaos Sorcerer and his warband have been bolstered by demons of Nurgle, intent on destroying the settlements surrounding the Talabheim. For this one, I'm thinking we're gonna once again take Jade Wizard and Brother Gunther. As for the artillery, yeah, we still retain the battering ram and the siege tower, apparently. As for the artillery, I'm thinking we'll take the mortar once again. There's the great swords, the swordsmen, both handgunners, a squad of flagellants, pistoliers, which I'm growing fond of, and hammerers. This should be good enough. Ah, but of course, we are changing our Wormslayer sword to Runefang. +1 damage, but ignores armor. What else do we have? Shield of Crushing. +2 armor and +10% charge bonus. That means we can give the Shield of Salvation to Brother Gunther. What else he has? Sigil of Sigmar. +4 magic resistance to the hero and unit. That one goes to the Jade Wizard then, who puts it on. Or... where does he put it on? Or is it... or is it a castable item? I suppose so. Okay, then Gunther can take the Shadow Boots. What's that? Banner of Sigismund. Unit is unbreakable. That one should definitely go to the Flagellants. Come on, take the banner. You'll like it. Nobody, huh? Fine, that goes to Great Swords then. And finally, Sword of Mandred, which I'm thinking we can give to our Jade Wizard. To replace his current Blade of Slaying. One, two, three. Jade Wizard gets up 2 points into Freezing Mists. And Brother Gunther puts a point into... oh, Spell Focus again. Yeah, the emo kids refuse to fight to the last man. I think it's more that they're saying we don't need it because we are already unbreakable. Like in those cafe animated drawings. Demons are horrific, powerful foes, but they must constantly fight against their own instability as they struggle to maintain their presence in this world. While we can banish them, it's difficult to truly kill them. That's the thing. And then again, banishing them sometimes is as good as it gets. Because failure means they get to be the victims of their own power games. Now, let's see to it.
The gods shall judge us on our deeds this day.
Huh. And it looks like Stefan also gets new voice lines. Alright, you are going to go with the great swords, as is befitting.
I will lead my men to victory.
With the gift of life
Jade
comes
Wizard
the curse of death.
to the handgunners. And Brother Gunther,
Death does not matter.
you will corral the flagellants.
We are all sons of Sigmar.
The darkness shall not defeat us.
Defeat is impossible.
2,
My power flows
3,
within all living things.
4, and 5. All set.
The quest is not as it first
Remember
seemed.
the deeds of Sigmar and destroy these unholy abominations.
Does not matter. Only victory.
Just let us show you what we can do.
We wait for your
The
signal.
foe have been
Ah,
spotted.
there we go. Axe throwers.
Pistols primed and ready, General.
Everyone to your positions.
We'll slip right past the enemy.
You'll need to draw them out, of course.
The ground itself hearkens to my words.
We'll slip right past the enemy.
The foe have been spotted.
Either squad will be fine, especially since we can outrange them. Got some warriors undivided mixed in them. Never mind that they're supposed to be Nurglites. Shoot.
The army of the Emperor is under
Then
attack.
scoot.
Gallop! We'll be there before you know it.
The ground itself hearkens to my words.
The
Come
foe have
on.
been spotted.
And there.
I feel the strength of the earth beneath me.
Death does not matter. I will protect the Emperor's realm.
Come on, let's be at them!
She's primed and ready
The
to
might
fire,
of
Lord.
Sigmar is crushed
Wait.
the foe.
Wait,
I
wait.
follow the steps of Sigmar.
Come on, let's be at them! Time to earn our spurs.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Bombard, in the meantime, works to earn its experience. Like that. You'll have to see it.
Just let us show you what we can do.
The might of Sigmar is crushed
Steady
the
your
foe.
aim and give it to them!
So far, so good.
Cover that distance in no
Proud of
time.
you all.
The fighting will be
We
hardest
keep
here.
advancing.
I shall lead the army forth.
Let's hope for good sport today.
She's ready to fire, Lord.
Zinj demons are unstable times 2 or squared? I think.
Come on, let's be at them!
Yeah, I think so. Those two are all axe throwers, right? Right.
My lord.
How good are you with moving targets?
The foe have been spotted.
Doesn't matter since you are anti-infantry anyway.
Let's hope for good sport today. Have at them!
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
The gods have granted this day to earn our glory.
Now get ready to countercharge those
Sigmar
knights
has crushed
undivided.
The foe. The foe have been spotted.
My power flows within all living things.
The gods shall judge us
Baron
on our
Dolas.
deeds
Sigmar
this
has
day.
crushed the foe.
Funny.
Say the word.
You say that as if the gods were on your side to begin with. But look at that. A squad of Chaos Furies trying to flank us.
With the gift of life comes the curse of death.
The foe.
And over there, more plague bearers.
I have the power of the rocks and the rivers and the skies.
Just let us show you what we can do.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Minimal casualties.
The might of
Devastating
Sigmar is crushed.
defeat on enemies.
Grants us all life.
The Empire
I love the
will not
artillery.
fall without a fight.
As do you.
I will survey
In
the
fact, we
battle
all
from
love
your
a good
position.
artillery.
A swift steed and a steady aim.
But pistoliers can sometimes suffice as well. Especially if they lead the enemy right into prepared positions.
A swift steed and a steady aim.
The foe have been
I wager I'll
spotted.
kill the
Ooh.
most. Any
Hell
takers?
cannon.
Blast them!
Who's up for a race?
Anything ranged is great. Especially if you aim it properly. How much damage will our mortar do to the Hell Cannon? Considerable. But now we get into an artillery duel, or it's just going to shoot at
The army of
the
Emperor
nearest
is under
squad.
attack.
We'll slip right past the enemy.
Futile effort. We have already zeroed you in.
Give them your best shot!
One more shot and you're dead, even if it means a couple more of our swordsmen will die. Suboptimal, I know, but sometimes casualties are inevitable,
Give them your best shot!
as we all know.
Sigmar has crushed
Our
the
matches
foe.
are ready, Lord.
We'll hunt down the scum with ease.
Lead them, lead them.
The Emperor rewards the bravest.
Noble blood will show its worth.
The world is
On
my
your
senses.
signal,
You
we
cannot
unleash
alive
hell.
me. The foe have been spotted.
Stop.
Yes, my lord.
Countercharge.
The Emperor rewards the
The army
bravest.
of the Emperor is under attack. The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
I swear by Sigmar.
The gods have granted this day to earn our glory.
With the gift of life comes the curse of death.
Twilight Helm, an activated ability. Interesting. You get decimated.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Annihilated, even.
A bracing day for a battle, General.
My strength is wanted elsewhere.
She's primed and ready to fire, Lord.
I think the mortar even moves quicker than a Grand Cannon. It may be an illusion, but it certainly seems so. Ah, another squad of Chaos Undivided. Or the Warriors
Noble blood will
Undivided.
show its worth. Steady your aim and give it to them!
We can kite them.
The Empire will not fall without a fight.
Come on, let's be at them!
Love the pain, relish the agony.
Also note that unlike regular humans,
Will!
they get 2 HP per motto. Not that it's gonna save them.
We cannot.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Some more
Do we have a
marauders.
target?
Which means we can steadily
Death
keep
does not matter.
advancing.
Only victory.
The winds of Gyran can heal the bloodiest wound.
Now check what is interesting up there. Considering we had a squad of Warriors Undivided pop up from there, maybe it's something good. Like another item. These chumps, in the meantime, can get vaporized. especially if they keep formation. Thank you for being disciplined for once. Your cooperation is appreciated.
It's about time we got moving.
Huh. Nothing, it seems. Just a symbol of Nurgle on the ground.
At the gallop!
Moving on.
United, we cannot
The foe
fail.
have been spotted.
The battle moves on, and so must I.
She's primed and ready to
There's
fire,
the
Lord.
aspiring undivided champion, and there's the word spawn accompanying it.
Let's hope for good sport today. They'll never catch us.
And look, we're already at it.
United, we cannot fail.
Plus 30% stamina, hero becomes invisible for 20 seconds.
Worthy sacrifices to the great gods of the north.
Spotted. The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Look to Sigmar for strength.
What are your orders, my lord?
Flagellants are not afraid of dying.
Pistols primed and ready, General.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the
Let
foe.
Sigmar guide us.
However, I do not appreciate being interrupted. At least that's what I spec Brother Gunther into. Ah, there's the Sorcerer of Nurgle.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Is within all living things.
Anyway, as expected. No match for Brother
An
Gunther.
enemy commander has been sent into Moor's grasp.
As Sigmar commands.
Grandfather Nurgle is most displeased with you. His wrath will see you all destroyed.
Wind of Gyran grants us all life.
He's not the first. You're not the first. You won't be the last. But
Wet your swords with blood!
We have
I am not going to get
Crushed the foe.
charged from the back
Soon, everything
by
will
them.
pass as I desire.
Kill the unclean!
We shall be the terror of the
The
foe.
army of the Emperor is under attack.
The agony in my limbs spurs me on.
Look to Sigmar
Sure.
for strength.
The agony in my
Let
limbs
Sigmar guide
spurs
us.
me on.
There is nothing happening here.
And history shall tell of the great feats of
Death
the
does
Empire.
not-
Goodbye. And let us never see you again.
As Sigmar commands.
Praise Sigmar! Victory is yours!
And yes, take a bath. 27 lost versus 195 killed. Good scores all around. Now what's that notification? Ah, of course. How could I forget that Sins of Solar Empire 2 is out? Unfortunately, I cannot afford it. Same goes for Homeworld 3, Eternal Damnation be upon it. And another game called Rise of the White Sun, which is, believe it or not, even more autistic than Paradox map simulators. Maybe I will showcase it at some point in the future. Should there be enough demand for this. Another 7,500 sword. And into the crossroads we go. I'm guessing we're gonna take a detour to fight some more Skaven. The largest army of men and elves seen since the Great War against Chaos is gathering to the west. To the south lie the ruins of Karlstadt, destroyed by a horde of demons summoned by cultists over 2 centuries ago. Scouts have reported that the ruins have become a site of worship of more Chaos followers. We've seen some milsims that are the final bosses of autism. And of course, you're not talking about Arma. Oh, that's a duel. Against the Feated One. You can probably imagine how that one goes. But let's level up our points some more. I suppose we can finally put a point into Brief Respite. Or that would be useless. Actually, let's go with Deadly Strike. Spanish Civil War game. Oh yes, I do remember that one. You mean Panzer Corps 2? Because there was another one, also set during the Russian Civil War. That one was called not Republic of the Revolution, but something else. I'll try to remember it at some point. Anyway, lured to the ruins of Karlstadt by the taint of chaos, a champion of Nurgle seeks to make a grand offering to his pestilent god. What, is he gonna shit all over the place? Champions of Nurgle are inured to pain and misery by the Lord of Plagues, and revel in their own decrepitude and filth. Just like an average 4chan user. Come on now. I know you don't want to get too close to the Defeated One, but we gotta fight him, so please hurry up. Yes, I know, he's all... There we go.
The slayer of Otto Gruber, I am blessed indeed. The Lord of Decay will be most pleased with your death.
I will ask for no quarter and will offer none.
We'll see about that.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Go at it. I'm beating him already, thanks to the power of the Rune Fang. However, for the ultimate finisher...
There will be no retreat, only glory or death!
Goodbye.
History shall tell of the great feats of the Empire's heroes.
I will make it so.
That's right, Scatter. And he only dropped 3 replenishables.
Victory is yours.
But that was to be expected. Surely all of those detours would have counted for something. However, last minute they were. Now, what's it gonna be? Another 10,000 gold? Ah. 2,500. I'm almost insulted. But he did drop the Elixir of Invigoration, which restores full HP to the hero. As you can guess, it's insanely powerful. Plus, what do we have? A Sword of Justice. Plus 100% chance to hit and plus 20% charge bonus. I do like your Hammer of Arthur, but it is getting awfully outdated, Brother Gunther, so say hello to your new sword. For justice. Great justice, even.
Aurelian, I feared you may be dead.
There is still time for us all to die, Stefan. Ulthuan has suffered a great loss. A great loss indeed.
Prince Kalanos? Have you had word? I am told that his army has not been seen since it left the Empire's borders.
Prince Kalanos is dead. His body lost, his army defeated by the terror that now marches across your lands. I have dreamt of his dragon torn to a bloody mess, and of the prince falling beneath a monstrous blade. All that remains of our host is now gathered here.
Perhaps if I had joined the prince, perhaps...
We can lament later. For now, there is an army of chaos that must be faced. We must decide where we think the blow will land.
Our scouts have reported them heading south towards Talabayam. We will know more in the morning.
Take what supplies can be spared and rest until sunrise. We march at dawn.
Reichsmarschall, we thought that you might have fallen in battle. It is good that you are here. With your men, we might yet save Talabayam.
That will not be possible. Where is Stefan? I must speak with both of you.
What is the matter, Reichsmarschall? The night is not yet so dark that there will be no coming of the light.
Maybe. But the night shall still be long indeed. Ah, von Kessel.
Reichsmarschall? I am happy to see you.
I'm afraid that won't last. I have to take some of your soldiers, some of yours too, Aurelian, if you can spare them.
We cannot hope to defend Talabayam with just the soldiers we have here, Reichsmarschall.
But defend it you must. Another army from the north is approaching the River Linsk, and even now closes on the town of Beckharfen. I must take an army there to defend against this second attack. Talabayam is not defenseless. Count Feuerbach of Talabekland is there with all the remains of his army. I ask that you march to him with all haste, while I oppose the host to the east.
It seems that we have no other choice. We cannot fight on two fronts with a single army.
Though it might be said that the men of the Empire were not there when the elves called upon them, the same shall not be true of my folk. I will send my commanders to you to discuss your needs.
So be it then. A small city of tents and rough encampments stretches across the fields of the Empire. Forces from half a dozen imperial provinces are gathered under their captains, camped alongside the war hosts of the elves. Scores of campfires fill the air with smoke while the cacophony of drilling regiments, soldiers practicing with their weapons, and commanders ordering their troops rises above the tumult. Shrine of Sigmar the Defender. Staffed by priests personally dispatched by the Grand Theogonist in Altdorf, this improvised temple is thronged with soldiers praying to the warrior god of the Empire. Their unity and strength is hammered home by the fiery sermons of the priests, while outside gather all manner of zealots and flagellants eager to extol their own apocalyptic views. Or yes, any Gary Grigsby game, like the most recent one being Gary Grigsby's War in the East. We have gold to spare, which is very good indeed. An impromptu weapon shop and smithy has been built to serve the needs of the hundreds of soldiers at the camp. Dozens of armorers and weaponsmiths labor day and night to forge and repair weapons and armor for the great battles ahead. Some of them come from as far afield as the cities of Marienburg, Altdorf, and Nuln. Ah yes, Marienburg. Famous for being not part of the Empire at the start of Total War Warhammer, and well, pretty much always being the first target of conquest for any Empire player. I wonder, should I buy a horse for one castle so that he can go with knights? Then again, who am I kidding? Of course he's not going with the knights. Empire regiments and mercenaries from all across the old world have been brought together to combat the Demon Prince's horde. At the parade ground, they drill under the watchful eyes of their captains and sergeants, awaiting orders of deployment. Coolly regarded by the keen eyes of hardened elven warriors seeking to strike at the forces of chaos. A small legion of paymasters and quartermasters have been engaged to organize the mass of warriors. Yep, still getting only Knights Panthers, so not worth it. And finally, Mira Belteran. Artisan and seer to the Phoenix King of Ulthuan, Mira Belteran is one of the greatest lore masters of Hoeth. Drawing from on the ancient wisdom of the elves, his creations are sought after all across Ulthuan, and now he has lent his skills to the fight against chaos in the old world. Such talent should not be regarded lightly. What do you have in terms of items? Blade of Leaping Gold, plus 10% chance to hit, plus 30% attack speed. Silver Wand, area damage to the melee attacker models, plus 2 magic resistance. And Ring of Elomidiar, the hero's cooldowns end immediately. As it stands, I will sell the Enchanted Shield. And possibly Rod of Power. I will buy the Silver Wand. And again, it is an activated item. I can finally sell that Brazen Helmet. Let's see, plus 2 armor, 10% chance that the damage is thrown back to the attacker. Plus 15 movement speed, plus 3 magic resistance. Plus 10% to all spells, plus 2 magic resistance. Plus 1 armor, plus 1 magic resistance. Let's go that way. I think we can sell Blade of Slaying as well. And the same goes for Hammer of Artur. Yes, the Blade of Leaping Gold is just not worth it. What's that? Medallion of the Undying. The wearer gets plus 10 HP while he wears this amulet. We can leave this on. While Collar of Warding is alright, I'm thinking we take the Ring of Elamediar on you. Oh, it goes into the ring slot as expected. So I suppose we can give it to the Jade Wizard instead. We'll also take 1 Amulet of Shalia, as if there weren't any more here. And War Banner. No, thank you. I think we are good here. Aurelion? What can we get for you? Oh, she just... Yeah, she just went in there. Which means... we move to Talabheim outskirts. As the great crater wall of Talabheim rises above the horizon, the army quickens its pace, eager to seek the sanctuary of the city. Even as they near their destination, the skies darken, flickering with strange colors, unnatural lightning, and rapidly moving storm clouds. As the howling winds fall, demonic voices and a palpable aura of fear seeps through the army at these dire portents. Also, funny story. The demon prince that we're about to encounter is the protagonist of the Chaos campaign. Of Gods and Demons, the Battle for Talabheim. The greatest battle of the war is about to begin. The defenses of Talabheim are strong, but if the city is to stand against the coming onslaught, every man and elf must fight to his best, defiant in the face of near impossible odds. The stage is set to decide the fate of the Empire, and perhaps the world. Okay. Stefan, Aurelion. I didn't get a chance to replenish my elves. Oh. Highly unfortunate. I think for this one I'm gonna take the commander and Brother Gunther. Siege units were obviously taking the mortar, the Hellblaster volley gun, I suppose the grudge thrower, and I am tempted to take the bolt thrower, but I'm not sure it'll be worth it, so I'll take the great cannon instead. Now, who are we going to be taking? Both handgunners, a squad of archers, great swords, swordsmen, dwarf hammerers, no, not silver helms, pistoliers, a squad of spearmen, a squad of white lions, and you know what? Sure, Alcantar can come as well. The rest will be banished to the realm of appearing as reinforcements, I'm guessing. Troops manning defenses have a strong position and can fight against a great number of foes. However, a defense that remains too static can be surrounded and overrun. Always consider your line of retreat. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go and get me some water because I'm starting to get parched. Be right back. Okay. I lied to you, chat. I didn't get a sip of water. Instead I got me some tea. Because there is no cold water right now in my vicinity. But there is plenty of hot water, so I am not going to stoop to the level of someone who drinks just boiling water, no. I will instead drink tea, as any civilized man would do. But let's see to our defenses, first things first. There's Reichsmarschall, or rather, there's the captain. There's my troops. Some of them. Archers, swordmasters of Hoeth, a squad of handgunners and swordsmen. Another squad of archers and spearmen. And we are here. There's our cannon. Or rather, actually, no. Those are not our cannons. But they're under our command nonetheless. Now then, here's how we are going to go about this. This right here is a perfect choke point. I suppose we can allow all of these fine people to stand for as long as they can. We'll shame about Swordmasters of Hoeth and a squad of great swords, and that brave Empire captain, whoever he is. But we are going to stand here. Because we do not want the enemy to envelop us and get us to surrender like that. So
we shall not fail you, General.
There's the great swords, which are naturally going to be headed by Stefan.
There is bloody work to be done this day. I will lead my men to victory.
We shall the swordsmen,
under victory,
which are going to be headed by Brother Gunther.
We are all sons of Sigmar.
Now I can do the ultimate funny thing and have the dwarf hammerers be headed by the elven commander, but they will not forgive me for that. Never. So I instead will give the white lines to him.
One. The blood of Calador flows in my veins.
I wield
and
the
Aurelion
power of
is
the
going
White
to be
Tower.
attached to the archers as per usual.
I shall guide you on your path.
Show us your gold. No sense in hurrying now, is there?
Advancing now, my lord.
Although spearmen can stay on these walls, I suppose.
Keep up the pace, brave militia.
Pistoliers can provide some harassment. This probably be your last battle. Yeah, that's understandable. Alcantar can fly somewhere around here.
The fly nut needs tightening.
Alblaster will be around here somewhere, I suppose, while the Grudge Thrower and the Mortar, as well as the Great Cannon, will stand at this edge and provide fire support there.
All the way from Nuln, this beauty. You want this big bugger moved?
Keep your powder dry. Ready, lads? Heave!
Can't forget about the Pistoliers. They will be
step lively there.
all part of our ranged group as well.
The darkness shall not prevail.
So,
Ready, march!
I suppose that's everyone.
I yearn to kill the Emperor's foes.
Actually, 1,
Ready
2,
and willing.
3,
Check that torsion, lad.
4, 5.
They'll rue
can
the day
be
they face the
9.
Hellblaster.
Off we go.
The enemy.
Now is the time of our judgment. The whole of the Empire looks upon this day, and should we fail, there will be no history to record our defeat. This is where we make our stand and prove the worth of the men of the Empire. Fight to the death and fight for Sigmar!
Effective from
For
over there.
7,000 years, we have fought against the Dark Gods. It will not be here on this distant field that our strength finally fails. Here we will triumph, and you shall all be remembered alongside the greatest warriors of our people. Destroy the darkness!
Keep up the pace, brave militia.
All inspiring words. And here come the first wave. As per usual, those are marauders. Hordes of Khorne on the left, hordes of Nurgle on the... or rather, hordes of Khorne on the right, hordes of Nurgle on the left.
We shall rout the scum from the field.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Where do you want this rock?
You know what? You lot get to fire at will at anyone who dares approach us. Same for you.
Storm of death. Prepare for firing.
Defeat is impossible.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe. Yes, my lord. Onwards, brave lads.
My strength.
The defense of the Empire is growing stronger. The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe. The foe have been spotted.
There might be a little bit of a friendly fire incidents when the Hellblaster is involved, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
The purest magic is mine to command.
Yes, my lord. Ready, march!
On the bright side, the artillery does its work and does it valiantly. The Khornates have no chance.
The blood of Calador flows in my veins.
The foe have been spotted.
There will be no respite while one foe draws breath.
The army of the Emperor is under attack. The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
The gods have guided me to your side. The road winds much, but leads ever onwards.
Run! The beast will devour us all! The foe have been spotted.
And, well, some friendly fire is inevitable in general.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Well, some of us will die, as opposed to all of us. And we are holding out just fine. At least for now. Thanks to the artillery, in part. And a Hellblaster has proven itself to be a decent artillery piece so far.
I have waited this moment. Chaos must be resisted at every turn.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe. The allies of the Empire beset.
Especially as they stand still to fire. What's this?
This is
the army of the Emperor is under attack.
Right.
Pull
Get
back.
ready to move on.
As they get their own Hell Cannon brought in. This is now a priority target. And my artillery is smart enough to understand that. Its speed is middling. But still, not good enough for my cannons.
A bracing day for a battle, General.
Ride out and draw some aggro away. Can you ride out anyway, or are these walls too tight for you?
Steady your aim and give it to them!
Crush the foe.
Okay.
They'll never catch us.
Looks like the Chaos Dwarfs chose to be retarded this day. Or, excuse me, impaired. Let's put it that way.
I carry the ancient wisdom.
Protect our lands! Guard our people!
I'm guessing this was the first wave.
The foe have been
There
spotted.
we go. There's Nurgle. And a couple of word spawn.
All barrels loaded, sir.
And some word spawn over there as well. While this side I'm not worried about, on account of all the artillery, this one is a bit more concerning. Because here come warriors of Nurgle.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
It has been 4,000 years since the likes of I have trodden these lands.
The greatest of Ulthuan, hear your call.
The allies of the Empire.
The blood of
beset.
Calador flows in my veins.
Protect our lands! Guard our people!
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
The enemy will
Sigmar
pay
has
in
crushed
blood!
the foe.
I carry the ancient wisdom.
Okay, one of the barricades has been broken down.
Soon, everything will be
That punched the wrong button. Here we go.
Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Great swords are being cut down. However,
Let's not get trapped here. The Emperor commands.
we're doing alright so far. And what is that? Of course, those are Chaos Furries. Furies, excuse me. Not to be confused with Furries. So fall back a little bit. And let our archers deal with them.
Glory to the Empire!
Or handgunners. Whoever scores the kill, anyway.
Take the enemy down! The army of the Emperor is under attack.
Waited this moment.
They also brought a hell cannon over there. Where are the pistoliers?
A swift steed and a steady aim.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
The Empire will prevail!
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Might as well replenish my great swords.
Noble blood will show its worth. They'll never catch us.
The allies of the Empire beset.
Fight for the Empire! The enemy will pay with their blood!
Fire at will! The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Knights of Nurgle can be dealt with.
Fight for the Empire!
However, I would like
I
to
am
stay,
needed over there.
stay over
The might
there.
of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Come on, let's be at them!
The foe have been spotted.
Let's see
Fall
what
back.
these nags can do.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
The Empire will prevail!
Can you countercharge cavalry? Sometimes you can.
A swift steed and a steady aim.
You think yourself safe from harm? You will learn that mere stone cannot hide you from the wrath of the gods.
Keep yapping.
There is bloody work to be done this day. Our orders have been spotted. The Emperor commands.
The might of
You'll be the
Sigmar has
unborn.
crushed the foe.
We'll be the other.
The foe shall rue the day they defied the Emperor.
Mighty
This is
Sigmar
getting a little
looks
bit
upon us
choppy,
all.
however,
Time to earn our spurs.
once again, everything
Let's see
is
what these
under
nags
control.
can do.
I learned to kill.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
However, I do not like the great swords are being hammered. So that means
We'll just make a few adjustments.
I have to be careful.
The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
There is bloody work to be done this day. My sword arm is still as strong as ever.
They brought a battle.
Enemy commander has been sent into Moor's grasp.
The gods shall judge us on our deeds this day. For Sigmar!
Show us your
Amateurs, where do you think you're going? You need you over
army
there.
of the Emperor is under
Smash
attack.
their heads in!
No man can fight these
Hammer them
might
into
of
the
Sigmar
ground!
has crushed the foe.
Fine. You want to go against these warriors' corn? Be my guest.
Empire beset.
Mighty Sigmar looks upon us all. I swear by Sigmar.
Can you not? At least for now.
Honor Sigmar and the Empire.
Okay. Looking at the
Might
situation.
of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Now we can start falling back.
The Empire will not fall without a
The
fight.
foe have been spotted.
This position is becoming untenable. A new choke point is needed, considering
Let's storm
barricades
a few heads.
are being torn down.
Everything you insist, lad.
The army of the Emperor is under attack.
The great sword and sword masters of Hoth will be sacrificed in the retreat, unless they choose to pull back with us. Because we can see handgunners over here being, retreating.
Soon everything
The
will come
allies
to
of the
pass as
Empire
I
are beset.
desire.
The foe is attempting to breach your defenses. The might of Sigmar has crushed the foe.
Oh, they chose to stay. Who am I to stop them?
Get that sprocket greased.
We shall
Deploy
rout the scum
another
from the
amulet,
field.
shall ya?
Our advance
And
must
get
continue.
replenished.
I will protect the Emperor's realm.
The fight is not here.
Everything you insist, lad.
Yes, my lord? Move out!
Death does not matter. Only victory. I follow in the steps of Sigmar.
We await your orders. Step lively there!
Take up positions.
This
You know
is
what?
the pride of the College of
Actually,
Engineers.
you go to that direction, considering we already have plenty of
The
artillery
allies of
on
the
this
Empire
flank.
are beset. The might of Sigmar
Great
has
swords
crushed
still
the
stand,
foe.
as well as their captain. Swordmasters of Hoth have all been cut down.
Make peace with your weak gods. They cannot help you now. The gods of chaos rule these lands now.
And there's the guest of honor.
The foe have been spotted.
There he is. Thorgar the Blooded One. At least he can be somewhat affected by artillery. 35 hit points, huh?
Protect our lands, guard our people.
Stefan,
The battle moves on, and so
you know what
must
needs
I.
to be done, right?
I shall lead the army forth.
The allies
We
of
shall
the
make
Empire
our
are
stand.
beset.
You all know what needs to be
The foe
done.
have been spotted. Get moving, you slugs!
Which means
Protect the Emperor's realm.
you will not interfere.
A great
There will be no
sacrifice has
respite
been
while
made for
one foe
victory.
draws breath. Our advance must continue.
The foe is attempting to breach your defenses.
There will be no respite while one foe draws breath.
The army of
Okay,
the
he has been
Emperor
sufficiently
Through the
softened
day they
down.
defy the Emperor.
Your skull will go to cause.
This is a proper duel now.
The history shall tell of the great feats of the Empire's heroes.
Did I say proper duel? No. I said he was going to be cut down by artillery.
Sigmar has crushed the foe. Praise
And with
Sigmar,
that,
victory is yours.
we are done with the Empire campaign. Let's see the victory cinematic. Should there be one? After hours of bitter fighting, with hundreds dead and dying, Talabheim still stands. Now leaderless, the Chaos Horde
You have
is...
won.
Have I? Is the war over?
The war is never over. However, this battle is won, and a great enemy has been defeated. There will be other battles to be fought, but not for a while. You and your people have earned themselves a little peace.
And what of your people? What of the folk of Ulthuan?
We have fought this foe for thousands of years, and we will fight it for thousands more if need be. Yet, while we have allies like you, we will not fight alone. And that is good for all of us.
You survived then, Reichsmarschall.
I survived the Great War against Chaos. This was no worse. I bring word from the Emperor. Magnus sends his congratulations on a great victory. Worthy of a Count of the Empire were his words, I believe.
I did what any man... A Count of the Empire, you say?
Yes, Stefan, a Count. The Emperor has recognized your claim to the throne of Ostermark, and none of the other electors have objected. You are to travel to Nuln as soon as matters here are resolved for your formal elevation. A finely won victory, Count von Kessel.
I told you there is no evil in your heart. It is just a scar and nothing more. There is no mark of chaos upon you.
We are learned in many ways of healing. Our kin can remove that for you.
No. I shall keep it. As you say, it is just a scar. One of many I now have. Nothing more.
However, before you go, I'd like you to stick around for at least the first mission of the Chaos campaign. After all, let's have a look at how Thorgar the Blooded One will end up as a Demon Prince. Will he be a Demon Prince of Khorne or a Demon Prince of Chaos Undivided? Who knows? I don't. And I'd like to find out. So let's take at least a sneak peek. Is it the same cinematic, I wonder?
It has been a long and bloody year since the end of the Great War.
Could be.
While the Emperor has claimed victory, the peace that so many heroes gave their lives for has not settled on the lands. The hordes of chaos, though leaderless, continue to taint the northlands of the Empire. Vicious warriors attack merchant caravans and raid isolated farms and villages. The Emperor's battle-weary soldiers patrol the forests and hills, ever vigilant against bloodthirsty warbands intent on looting and slaughter.
Yes, I have a feeling this is going to be the same cinematic. So I think we can skip it. I know it's great, but we have already seen it. Now, Chapter 1. The Will of the Gods.
When the tribes came south, some called it the Great Slaughtering, the God Calling, the coming of the storm. There were many great warriors, but none so powerful as the warlord Asvar Kul. His armies destroyed all foes they met, and ravaged the lands of the south. But Kul fell at the walls of the city called Kislev, and his allies were scattered. It seemed as if the men of the south had triumphed against the gods of the north, though few believed that a man such as Asvar Kul could be truly killed. Amongst the scattered survivors of Kul's followers, one was to rise to prominence and take up the banner of conquest once held by his former master, a Kurgan of the Kazakh tribe. This man was a bloodthirsty warrior who sought the favor of the gods and harbored dreams of immortality. His exploits would set aflame the lands of the weakling empire. The tale of his life, living long in the legends of the north and the nightmares of the south. His name was Thorgar the Blooded One.
That's us, by the way. Scattered and demoralized, the warbands of chaos have fled to the World's Edge Mountains. But there is one champion, Thorgar the Blooded One, who has not yet given up hope of great conquests. It seems the gods of chaos have a plan for the champion.
My words, brave warrior of the gods!
Who is that? What do you want of me?
I am the herald of the gods! Keep my word, Thorgar of the Kazakhs! You have mighty deeds to perform, and great glory to win. The gods have cast their gaze upon you, and you are to be tested.
What sort of test? What would they have me do?
Their chosen Asvar Kul has fallen. Another can take his place and stand before the gods as their highest champion. A man strong enough to overcome all foes, with an army large enough to conquer nations, might inherit the mantle that Kul once wore.
How am I to assemble an army? I cannot conjure warriors from thin air!
What is the test, foolish mortal? Prove your worth, conquer, and despoil for the glory of the gods, and the ultimate reward can be yours. Your kinsmen and allies are all around you. The weak men of the south captured many after Kul was lost, but they still live and can fight once again. Seek them out, and with these men forge an army. Follow the setting sun. Here, you shall prove your worth.
This is just a dream! Too much stolen wine and undercooked meat is playing tricks on me!
Do not question the herald of the gods! Heed these words. You have mighty deeds to perform, and great glory to win, Thorgar.
We have just witnessed the calmest communication between Chaos gods and their followers. Vengeful Empire regiments patrol the area, but they are merely soldiers, little match for a favored champion of chaos, which means try to avoid the patrols, but if you go up against them, you can take them on, champion. Don't worry about it. And our first mission is called Honor the Gods. Harold needs some cough syrup. Yeah, I suppose so. Here I am.
There's another one of those chaos scum. There's only one of them. This'll be easy.
Well, there's two of you, but one of me. And I am a hero unit, and you are, as noted, just soldiers. So long.
Glorious battle is joined! The gods are This is no fight! Make the most of these last moments of your lives!
Our current ability is Axe of Doom. So if we were to throw it, but then again, those are axe throwers.
I shall be like the coming of a storm!
Halberdiers, huh? Like that.
My conquest grows with every moment! Charge! You are truly chosen by the gods! We will eagerly follow you to greater glory! Bow down to all the gods! The gods
No survivors.
Your warriors are victorious! Cannot stand before me. As the gods see fit.
And we already have them at Veteran C2. Very convenient.
I shall be like the coming of a storm.
I think we can go left first.
My wrath is not sated.
What else do we have in terms of ability? Blood Offering. Sacrifices units from the attached regiment to heal the hero. Units are consumed until half the regiment is dead or the hero has full health.
Oh, beautiful bloodshed!
And that's a squad of Marauders. They are the only light infantry we have, and conversely, our main source of cannon fodder, unlike Empire's Halberdiers or Swordsmen.
Glorious battle is joined!
Another... Speaking of Swordsmen...
This foe is beyond us! I sense a massacre! Are pleased! Your warriors are victorious! Have sent you to us as a sign, great warrior! Show us the way to victory!
Follow me, and you'll never go hungry again. As they say.
My wrath is not
If worst comes to worst, I think we'll eat Olaf. Olaf wouldn't mind. Olaf is there for it, after all.
The prey has been sighted.
He's strange like that.
Fear my blade, weaklings! Glorious battle is joined!
And that was not a worthy ambush, so you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
The gods are pleased! Your warriors are victorious! It shall be!
What's that? Ooh. Another squad of swordsmen, I see. Correct.
As the gods command.
This should be easy as well.
The prey has been sighted. My conquest grows with every moment. I am dead!
You southern dogs will not live to regret your resistance to the Chaos Gods!
And we get us a Chaos Undivided Sorcerer, in contrast to Stefan getting a Bright Wizard. Because there are no such thing as Khorne Sorcerers, after all.
Glorious battle is joined!
They may be Khorne Mages, but there are no Khorne sorcerers.
The gods told me that one would come to lead us. You are a worthy champion, and I swear my service to you.
My conquest grows with every moment! Destroy and dominate! We join for the great slaughter!
My will
Let's see.
cannot be contested.
Wind of Death. Powerful area attack that afflicts the target area with a 15% chance of reducing HP by 2. And Steel Soul. Drains health from up to 5 targets with 30% chance to hit. The amount of damage inflicted will heal or resurrect the attached regiment's units and the hero. That's a pretty cool vampirism ability.
The gods have blessed you with my presence. I shall seek out the strongest magic.
And already our Marauders have hit Veteran C3, which is pretty good. They will no longer be just cannon fodder. They will be elite cannon fodder. And I'll take these items off your hands, thank you very much.
The gods of chaos!
I'm gonna steal some of your souls, by the way. I hope you don't mind.
Merely mortals! Poor kings!
Oh, well, looks like you did mind.
Your warriors are victorious!
What were you guarding anyway? A Helm of Mentoth and a minor magical infusion. We'll see what that Helm of Mentoth is at some point. Well, after this mission, naturally.
I am the herald of the northern powers. Chaos will rule this frail world.
Now then. Did this path loop back here? I don't think so. So possibly we have missed out on something over there as well. But I'll check another time. Right now, we get bigger fish to fry. More warriors to find, and more southerners to kill. Yes, the throne won't build itself. However, we are still a Chaos Undivided band. Which means some skulls will go to Khorne, some for the skulls of our enemy, for the drinking cups. Very important distinction, you know. Very important.
The gods command, and I obey.
The
What's that?
We have the bastards on a run! No mercy! Cut them down! For Sigma!
Uh-huh. We're gonna hit you right in the
Our
flank.
kinsmen need our aid. The men of the Empire will pay in blood. Their weak god cannot help them now.
Handgunners are obviously the priority target, so... Come on. Come on, come on. We still need you to finish these off. If possible, we're gonna need to get you some spell range. ASAP.
You fought like a true champion, and we will be proud to call you our leader. We shall give the Empire cause to dread the Northmen again!
Ooh, our first squad of Chaos Warriors. And fittingly, these are Warriors Undivided.
Stretches even further.
All in all, not a bad start. Not a bad start for a small warbands such as ourselves, but we will grow. Oh yes. Let's see if Thorgar has anything to say after this one. He might. Or we might move on to make camp. Yeah, looks like we're moving on to Engric Wolfbane's camp.
Hold a moment, warrior. What brings you to the camp at Engric Wolfbane?
It is heartening that there are those that still continue the fight. I am Thorgar, and I am seeking allies to join my battles against the weaklings of the Empire.
Then the gods favor you, Thorgar. Not all of us fled back to the north. A champion such as yourself will be more than welcome.
How nice of them. Hidden from the patrols of the Empire soldiers, Engric Wolfbane has gathered together scattered warriors and warbands in this place. Though the camp is not well established, many men from Norska and the steppes can be found here, and are willing to exchange their skills and wares for golden glory. Good night to you two. I will be finishing up soon enough. We're just going to go over what we have at our disposal, and that would be it. The Wolfstone. Carried by Engric and his warband hundreds of leagues from the Norska, the Wolfstone is an ancient monolith that his tribe believes was cast down from the north by the gods themselves. It is the totem of the Wolfpack, Engric's warband, and wherever they travel, so too does the Wolfstone. Thorgar himself has Helm of Mentoth, that we picked up, +1 armor, +30% charge bonus. And Chaos Rune Shield, +1 armor, and +2 magic resistance. When the great warlord Asavar Kul swept down from the Chaos Wastes, Thorgar was a warrior in one of the many hundreds of warbands that attacked Kislev. When his warband's champion died in the fighting at the Battle of the Gates of Kislev, Thorgar took control and led the battered survivors away from the vengeful army of Magnus. Now Thorgar is looking to rebuild his forces and once again lay waste to the cities of the Empire. What abilities does he have besides that Axe of Doom and Blood Offering? Unholy Strength increases heroes' chance to hit against large targets by 5% per level. That's definitely useful. Deadly Strike, 5% chance to do 1 extra damage with melee attacks per level. That's for the dual tree. And Hand of the Gods. Increases the hero's damage by 1 with 50% chance to kill. Or hit, excuse me. There's the Blood Offering and there's an Eagle Eye. Huh. That's an interesting choice. Increases the heroes and the attached regiment's chance to hit with ranged attacks by 5% per level. I think I'm going to go with Unholy Strength and Hand of the Gods. Undivided Sorcerer. Those who use the raw winds of magic to cast spells are known as sorcerers. Powerful spellcasters, able to unleash black bolts of energy from their fingertips, transport themselves from shadow to shadow, or flay their foes with burning fires. Sorcerers are seen amongst the Northmen as the oracles of the gods, and often act as advisors and counselors to the northern tribes. They interpret the will of the great powers, divining with sacrifices and demon summoning. We've already seen a couple of his abilities, specifically Wind of Death and Steel Soul. Others are Spell Focus, Drain Life. The next melee attack will also heal the hero by 1 HP if successful. Supernatural Resilience, plus chance to hit by 5% per level, decreases the attacker's chance to hit by 5% per level, and Divine Inspiration. The hero and the attached regiments get plus 5% bonus to experience points per level from each kill. Interesting. There's the Marauder Axe Throwers. Also from the tribes of the north, these are groups of marauders that specialize in throwing axes. They're able to throw heavy-weighted axes at great distances with deadly precision. While they may not range as far as an archer, the damage from these axes arching down from the sky will split a head with a helm with ease. They wear little to no armor, as it hinders their movement for a long throw. There's the Marauders. The tribes of Northmen that flock southwards with any Chaos invasion are known amongst those unfortunate enough to be in their path as marauders. We're not invading in such force. Numerous bands of marauders mercilessly pillage the farmsteads and villages of the Empire and Cathay. Chaos marauders are natural fighters, born in hardship and forged by a life of battle. They look upon those southerners as cowardly weaklings, no more suited to the battlefield than a newborn babe. Warriors undivided. Amongst the Northmen, there are those who feel the pull of the chaos stronger than others. Such gifted men and women are set to tread the path of the gods. They head in search of glory, power, and ultimately, immortality. Warriors of Chaos are awesome fighters. Raised from a strong Northman stock, their skills are honed over the years by constant battle amongst themselves and against other races. They are held in fear and awe by the tribes of the North, and have great respect and authority amongst the tribes. There's the armory. Gethi Kahan. Having traveled far from his homelands in the east, this trader from the Hung tribes arrived too late to join Asavar Kul's attack. However, he has found much demand for his weapons and skills as an armorer amongst the depleted warbands that survived the war. He will remain with Angric Wolfbane for as long as there is profit to be made, before returning to his tribe as a wealthy man. No surprises there. Weapons, armor, champion, musician, standard bearer, and siege equipment plus the same war banner. Barracks. The Wolf Hall. Angric Wolfbane's lodge, the Wolf Hall, is home to the chieftain's fiercest and bravest warriors. However, Angric is in no hurry to make his presence known to the soldiers of the Empire and has given his companions permission to join any other champion they feel is worthy of their talents. Just marauders and axe throwers, not surprising as well. And finally, the alchemist Kirbjorn of the Fjeigard. The Fjeigard are a Norse tribe that traveled south with Asavar Kul, but were destroyed at the Battle of the Gates of Kislev. Their shaman, Kirbjorn, survived the massacre and now passes on his visions and trinkets to those champions he judges worthy, and can pay for his services. What do you get? Enchanted armor, +1 armor for 250 gold, and steel thread cloak, +1 armor, +3 magic resistance. I think we can afford both. This one to you, this one for me. However, that is where we ended for tonight. There will be much more encounters out there, and much more glory for the gods to be won. But we are done for tonight. If any of you would like to join us in tomorrow's watching of the Cornetto trilogy, or at least the first movie, Shaun of the Dead, feel free to contact me, and I will provide you with a link to the Discord server. For now, I'd like to thank you all for coming along. I hope you're enjoying the show, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.